Good afternoon, besties. So I'm doing the debate by myself because I suck. Um, but the first one I'm going to present is why it wasn't justified. And the first reason it wasn't justified was because the president was not fit to be a president. So the president during this time period was just not prepared for the responsibilities that came with being a president. And with these two bombings in Japan, he did not understand the responsibilities and the consequences that came with dropping the bombs. It was stupid. It was not fully thought out because he sucks. He was not a good president, and this obviously showed it. He also did not know how the bombs would affect people, how the atomic bomb would affect the innocent civilians of Japan. Now, to me, that's a red flag. I think that when you drop a bomb or like give order to bomb a country, that you should know how it works. And bro even said that he didn't know. He didn't want to aim for women and children when that's not how a bomb works. And thinking that that's how it works is stupid. Therefore, he should not have been president. And therefore, it was a wrongdoing on his end. After the atomic bombs were dropped onto these innocent people, they were killing themselves. They were just had so much trauma and just problems from this, and it was something that was not thought out. It was something of a war crime. Lastly, the civilians had no reason to be bombed. It was inhumane. Bombing countries is never okay. Even if they, sneak attacked you first. But that's not the reason why it was wrong. The reason it was inhumane was because these civilians of Japan during World War II had no choice under their government. They didn't have a choice to say no, basically. Like, it wasn't their decision. Like, none of it was their decision, because under imperialism, you have no choice. You're there, and that's it. You're just under rule. This was inhumane simply because the innocent civilians' lives were taken that day. And they did not have to be taken if America didn't drop the atomic bombs. Now I will be presenting the reasons why Japan deserved to be bombed. Okay, first of all, I have 3 points to make because it's just not long enough for the 2 that I have. Okay, so the first one's going to be that the bomb saved American lives. Let me explain. Okay, so basically, if America did not drop the bombs on Japan when they did, Japan would have invaded America, basically. Now let me further explain why this would have been bad. Okay, so the reason this would have been bad is because they planned not 1, but 2 land invasions on America. And yeah, that would have been bad because this operation was called Operation Downfall, first of all. That even sounds bad. And it's bad because Americans would have died. Innocent Americans would have died. And that is bad. That is wrong. We did not want that. We wanted America to win. And we can't win if we're all dead because Japan killed us. Imperial Japan killed us at that. The second reason why it was a deserved bombing was because, get this, America gave them warning of what was going to happen. They gave them an ultimatum, basically. Wow, mind-blowing. I know what you're saying. How they supposed to make up their mind about getting bombed? You just don't get bombed. Like, you just follow through, like, what they're telling you to do to avoid getting bombed. In my opinion, in my personal opinion, it was definitely a fair warning. Not going to lie to you. It could have been avoided if they had just listened. But no, they did not, because they didn't care. And my third and final reason as to why Japan got bombed, basically, and why it was justified is because they did Pearl Harbor. Did we just forget that they bombed Pearl Harbor? Now, to me, like, if you bomb a country, you're gonna get bombed back. It just makes sense like that. It sounds completely childish, but who is more childish than the U.S. government? The U.S. government. So basically, this makes sense without sense. Like, Japan bombed America, and then with the fair warning, may I add, the U.S. bombed Japan. It just adds up to me, and I just think if Japan would have listened, if Japan did not sneak attack America, and they wouldn't have gone bombed. And the bombing did save American lives. Let me just add that. So that is why the bombings were justified.